welcome back to Let's Play. Wait, it's. I don't know if the timing was off there on the recording or not. But I have to re-record this shit because it cut off mid-cutscene, because it's like freaking cutscene after cutscene. This part's gonna be pretty serious, man, but first, we have to go around the shopping district, then Junas, then back to the shopping district, and then to the floodplain, and then back to the shopping district, but for plot, like the plot will take us there to Ayers, and we'll like go over what we've discovered. Can I help you? Yeah, that's a perfect question to ask someone this episode. And about those murders, what? The instance last spring? Did something happen? Oh, that's right, it was a pretty big deal, wasn't it? I'm almost completely forgotten about that. Wow, I must be getting old, huh? What is it? What are you talking about? You explained about the incident involving Saki and Yamano, the female announcer. Did all that happen last spring? Wow, it seems so long ago. Who's gonna remember something from that far back, anyway? Man, this fog, it makes me feel like we're still inside the TV. I wonder if we can really find any new clues about the killer. Ain't no use whining about it now. Let's step up the search and get that info. This fog has got to be some kind of biological weapon. It's a conspiracy. You know who I heard it was? Judas. Yeah, that's right, Judas. The country of Judas is staging an all-out attack on Inaba. Inaba is not a country, though. Wait, no, Judas. There's a poster. It reads, due to the possible damage to our books, which makes no sense by the fog, we have temporarily halted new book sales. You can't purchase books anymore. We don't get any more books. And I'm pretty sure we missed one or two. Information on what happened before we entered the TV world. You know about the first murder, I wonder why it happened. Let's ask around and gather as much information as we can. I'll see you later. Tried talking to this old guy earlier, but he didn't even see me. What with the fog and all? Guy just ignored me and walked off. I know it wasn't personal, but it kinda hurt. Damn fog. Hurry up and go away. You appeared out of nowhere. Hey, listen to this. Rosette came and spoke to me. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I asked her for her autograph and what type of guy she's into. Anyway, what do you want? I'm sure you can see how busy I am. Didn't they capture the suspect and put a lid on that case? Are you done asking questions? Good, now go away. I'm very busy talking to Rosette right now. I've been asking around about Teddy too, but I'm surprised how many people actually remember him. They're all like, oh yeah, that guy in the bear suit from Judas. But nobody has seen him yesterday or today. He's led by so many different people. Where the heck could he have gone? Even if someone's been killed, everyone just forgets it so easily. But rumors they hear from friends and TV get remembered for a long time. Why is that? It's been a while since the first two incidents. Do you think we'll find anyone who still remembers them? No, I just realized when I originally recorded this, I'm not sure if I even noticed Chia was standing over there. I just went right past, probably. The fog sure is dark and creepy, isn't it? Oh, you have a question for me? A little while ago, they said that a suspect had been caught. It was in the newspaper. It was that Namatame-san, right? I remember seeing him around from time to time. Oh, how horrible. It really does frighten me. I don't recall seeing any other strange people, so I'm sure he's the culprit. Is it true that there were no other suspicious individuals? Perhaps you should ask someone else about this. So I'll ask the same person about it, even though he just said that you didn't see anyone suspicious. Have I seen any other weird people aside from Namatame-san? Nope, I don't think so. Dog barking. The fog isn't clearing, even though the year's almost over. It's deplorable. It'll be so cold on New Year's that I'll never be happy. What do you want? I can't remember something from that long ago. Then I made a joke about, like, how age seems to affect memory. Like, I can't even remember what I had for breakfast this morning. And then I was, like, literally just, like, If there's by any chance any old people watching this, it just seems weird. That'd be kind of random. You never know, just like... Nothing personal or anything there, just random joke. There isn't anyone like that in this town. I even know you. You're that kid who stayed at the Jimakun's house. And fetched me that coal at one time. It's all I hear from everyone is poison, poison. I've gotten kind of freaked out too. I wonder where I can buy a gas mask. I need to get one. Everyone else has one already. It's me. Do you recognize me? Why am I outside? When I'm at home, I just see more news about the murders. I thought I'd stay out here and watch the sunset. Of course, I'm going to watch TV when I go home anyway. Even then, I can't see the sunset because of all this fog. I hate it. It's so depressing. Do you have a question? Oh, come on. Don't make me even more depressed. They said on the news that the suspect had been caught. So, that whole thing is over now, right? What else is there? It's a small town. If there were anyone suspicious, there would be rumors going around all over. But at least I haven't heard any news or rumors like that, so I'd say there's no such person. You know, I find it weird how we never see any cars go past here. Hey, listen to this, blah 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 blah. No, I don't think I've seen any suspicious people except for you, who's interrupting my conversation with Rosette. Yeah, when you really think about it, asking such an odd question would make them the suspicious people in town, wouldn't it? It's like, yeah, have I seen anyone suspicious? Well, you, for one thing. Why me? Well, you asked a very specific question there. What is it? A strange person? No, I don't think I've seen any. I mean, it's a pretty small town, wouldn't you say? If I had, I'm pretty sure I'd remember. A suspicious person? No, I can't think of anyone. Not from this town, anyway. Your Junas. First, we should retrace our steps. That would be the simplest way. Soki Konishi and Mayumi Yamno. There should be a commonality between the two. Surely there were some witnesses. Any scrap of data could be useful, no matter how small. Can I help you? Hey, the incident last spring? I don't remember anything from that long ago. I'm going to be studying for college entrance exams next year, so I've got no room for useless information like that. A suspicious person? Now that you mention it, my friend was saying that she saw someone. I think she's just wandering around the shopping district, so why don't you ask her? So we go back to the shopping district, talk to the person who said that she hadn't seen anyone suspicious, tell her who sent us, and she'd be like, oh yeah, now that you mention it, now the memories are kicking, I remember. Someone told you that I saw a suspicious person? Oh, that. You remember Sakanishi, don't you? You know, she passed away a while ago. She told me how that Namatame person came to her one day and started sprouting all this craziness. Something about the TV. I wonder what that was all about. His relation to Saki? Hey, I don't know what you're implying, but you've got it all wrong. Saki was a good girl. It's just that people misunderstood her. She must be referring to the time when Namatame tried to warn Saki. Seems that thing about Namatame making advances on Saki was a misunderstanding. Well, naturally. Just random guy comes up to a teenager and just like starts like talking all this random nonsense. Anyone who's not hearing the conversation probably be like, is he trying to chat her up or something? And I just went to the wrong place. I wonder if she says anything different now. Suspicious person? Now that you mention it, a friend of mine, I told you this before, now piss off. Stop wasting time, man. This disc is literally got like maybe 38 minutes at most, and the cutscene goes on forever. So we'll have to stop at some point in the cutscene. Hopefully at a decent point in it anyway. Wait, yeah, this guy doesn't have anything to say. You have something to say, but nothing to do with what we're doing here. And I like, because she's, what she says now. My daughter was in an accident. On top of that, it was a hit and run. Nobody could tell what kind of car it was because of all the fog. I know her being an old woman and all that, and Elle being per 03 not too long ago. All I can think of is Stroller Grandma. Is that you? She's just as horrible. Thankfully, she wasn't hurt too bad. But she was right, wasn't she? That fog is dangerous. I need to start letting everyone know. That Stroller Granny's on the loose in Inaba. Wait, maybe. Maybe it's now the Pyramid Head, now the cult of the original Silent Hill, nor well, those are my two main suspects, but they're, well, Stroller Grandma wouldn't make sense either. But imagine that. The fog isn't clearing up, is it? Isn't that just a little strange? My wife is all business as usual, but I'm a little worried. By the way, do you need anything? I'm sorry. All I remember is that something happened. So I know it was pretty shocking, but what can I say? A lot of time's passed. I mean, over 100 parts, I mean, geez. We've had a lot of people come in our store, but I can't say anyone who was particularly suspicious. Cat! Eat! But he's still freaking just like it out. No. Damn cat and his freaking endless stomach. Do you need something? Now that you mention it, the town was all of us last spring. You remember that, don't you? Doesn't look like you find any more information on the instance last spring. Have I seen a strange person? I don't know. Out in the country, if there was anybody strange walking around, everyone would know about it right quick. Real quick. Doesn't look like you'll find any more information on the suspicious person. Why not ask the cat? You have gathered as much information as you could. You should report back to the group. Maybe the cat's the suspect. The true culprit was the cat all along. It's like the dog ending in Silent Hill 2. Nobody expects it. Chinese Diner Eye. Imagine if this game technically does have more than one ending, but imagine if it went the Silent Hill route and had like a goofy ending as well, where like aliens are involved, or maybe the cat or a dog or something was the mastermind. You met up with your friends after you finished gathering information.
I'm seriously pooped.
You know, if they did go that route and just like, you know, let's do what Silent Hill does. Let's have like an optional kind of alien ending. It wouldn't be the real ending or anything like that, but it would make sense in a way. Like, well, this whole thing is just like, it's confusing his balls. Fuck it, aliens! It all makes sense now. Wait, why did the aliens do that and how? It doesn't really make sense, but fuck it, aliens!
This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit. Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all.
I noticed that.
The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
What should we do?
Well, one steak bowl, please.
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break. I'll have a crab and egg fried rice. I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
What will everybody else be having? You all finished eating the dishes that you ordered.
Now that our tummies are full,
Me, I'd be the awkward and just ask for a drink, just like, Peps or something.
let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much.
You spoke with everyone about the information you gals did.
So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
If that was a book, that'd be 5-star worthy.
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't, but otherwise the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion. I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
Just sitting here won't help you think any better. Decide to go outside to get some fresh air. Me, I'd be like, screw, I'm gonna have a shower. Why? Because I tend to think more when I'm in the shower. But, no, in my luck, it'd just be like, let's ponder, let's think of the meaning of life. It's just like, the case, damn it, the case. Oh, shit.
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
Well, it's winter as well.
It's freezing out here. Maybe this will help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing. Hey, is it snowing?
You know, I wonder if any of these recordings, because, like, a lot of this is, like, later in the year, obviously. I mean, it's December here. As I'm recording it, though, it's still 25th of October. I'm still uploading Project 03. But by the time this is uploaded, obviously it'll be November or December. I wonder if any of them will be uploaded on the exact day that it is in-game as well. That'd be interesting.
Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it.
There must be something that's been overlooked. It's urgent that you get over the roadblock facing you. The clues you need must already be in your hands.
What's the matter?
I'm staring at my hand and I don't see it. Oh, wait, you mean hands. I still don't see it. You should go over everything you know one more time. The culprit had some sort of connection with both Mayumi Yamano and Saki Konishi. And judging by the warning letters, the culprit most likely knows about the other side and what you did there. It's highly likely that they also know what Namatame was doing and stood back to watch. Who would know all these things? Another oddity about the case is that there were almost no witnesses. Both warning letters seem to have been delivered directly to your house, but no one saw anyone suspicious. No one unusual was seen around Mayumi Yamano or Saki Konishi either, despite the police dispatched in an unusually high number of officers to perform a thorough investigation. Someone in this small town who fits all the facts. The person who seems the most likely culprit is you, Yosuke! I knew it. It was you all along. You always said that. Remember with your shadow you didn't wait just like, ha ha, ha 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 ha. It was you. No, it was Chie. No, it wasn't. It was Yuko. No, it's Teddy. Not gonna lie, it's Teddy. I mean, he's been gone a while. It's suspicious. No, it's not Teddy. That'd be a twist. Kanji, no. Rise, no. Nato, no. Let's think this over. Let's think. So, I mean, I know the answer. And that's kind of the thing where just like when I click on the character, it's just like, wow. Just like kind of gives it away. Because, whatever. But let's go over the facts anyway. So someone who is able to go undetected in this town and was able to send that threatening letter, not noticed, and have some connection to the first two cases in some way at least. I'm not too sure on the two cases. Though I do know who does sound quite suspicious. After all has been said and done. Throughout this entire game, the most suspicious person in the entire game has been Naruto! No. It's Adachi. It's like first time I played this game, I was like, holy shit, really? But when I played it a second time and now a third time, LPing it and all that, it's like, it's obvious. The way he just splouts out all this kind of information, just like, don't tell anyone and tell you this about the case, because it's kind of, not supposed to tell you about it, but I'm gonna tell you anyway, and it's like, and he so easily hands out this information. And he also seems like he's playing the whole goofball detective a bit too much. So, he does seem rather suspicious. Of course, if you look only at the circumstances, you can't completely rule out that possibility. Thought you may have been able to keep an eye on your actions. Plus, he's also a member of the police, so you'd also have that working for him as well. He would have been able to approach your house with ease, and he knows the area well. Thinking about it, you encountered him many times while investigating the case. Learned much about the police's movements from Adachi as well. There is no exact reason to doubt him, but something is bothering you. You spoke Adachi's name.
Huh? What about it?
Detective Adachi. A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports. It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible.
I can't help but comment on his response there. We just came up with a sound kind of reason why Adachi might be the culprit, and Yosuke just well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. Yosuke, we've been trying to track down the culprit for freaking nearly an entire year, pretty much. Not just in-game, but real life as well. This LP's been going on forever. And that's the way you react?
But we're talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective.
Yes, but the way it just seems a bit too lousy, doesn't it not?
Are we really on the right track here?
I mean, the man couldn't even make a cup of coffee.
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi, I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
Yeah, I just realized her sneeze there, the way it just mimicked it there is holy shit, that sounds like how I sneeze. Yeah, it's just like, oh, you got this deep kind of voice. It's like, if you saw me, just like, the hair, the facial hair, just like, manly. Except without the facial hair, I look like I'm still like freaking 16 years old. But then you just like sneeze like, itchy, itchy. It's weird.
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
Seriously, I have one hell of a weird sneeze.
Adachi-san? That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
What?
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
Why didn't you tell us this before, Yukiko?
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it. That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
Huh. I wonder if he knew Miss Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon. But I thought, you know, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places. And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, oops, I said too much, and clamming up. Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either. Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Various peculiarities have begun to cast a suspicious shadow on Adachi.
Then, is it really Adachi-san?
We need to confirm this personally.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible.
Why not now?
This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now? Right, I see. Thank you.
What was that about a transport?
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation. We must head there at once.
Things are moving quickly now. You feel that you are getting closer to the truth. Bonds of friendship. With a headache.
Huh? What are you guys doing here? Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering. You seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Dachi, your tone's changing.
Adachi, where's Namatame? There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Those first two murders have been bothering me. His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid. We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony. But that part's still nagging at me.
That is, like, pretty much the main thing, isn't it? It's like, he had a solid alibi for the first case. So, it just doesn't add up, does it?
Is this more of your detective's intuition? He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it.
Your tone, Adachi.
And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
What's gotten into you today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Come on. I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job.
110% on blabbering.
You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment? Get better as soon as possible.
What are you all doing here?
We came to confirm something with Adachi-san.
You should question Adachi about when Yamno vanished.
The time the announcer went missing? I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything. That was months and months ago too. My memory's kinda hazy that far back.
You question Adachi. Can I ask you the same question again? No. Saki.
Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice. Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped.
There's still something you need to question Adachi about. That letter.
Warning letter? The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember? I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
I'm sorry. Your accident was right after that, and what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind. Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it? Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about? Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is?
Why, yes, I do, Adachi. It is approximately in a few seconds. Give it how many seconds? How many seconds? In a few seconds, like 10 seconds to be exact, it will be 10 to 8. It's not too late in the evening now, is it? No. Well, it does get pretty dark in winter, but still.
I'm going back. I need to get to the station and report in.
Just one more thing, please. We know for certain now that the first two murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
What? That's ridiculous. We already know Namatami's the one who put them all in.
Ooh!
What did you just say?
A slip of the tongue, Adachi.
Put them all in. What's this putting them in business? Do you know something about the method behind their murders? Don't tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see. Now I finally understand. To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me. Do you recall when I read Namatami's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident. At the time, I said, even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, wow, then that settles it. How, I wonder, would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days. Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd, that. What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
I don't know. I said I'm busy.
Wait, you son of a bitch! Adachi! Oh, damn it! Adachi!
Namatami's hospital room. I'm gonna have to put it as a cliffhanger though, cause... well, last time I tried to get through the rest of the scene, the disc got off, and I don't see it being any different this time, cause I've maybe 3 minutes left on this disc total. So I'll have to see you next time, viewers. See you next time.